everyone!
Hey everybody!
It's Friday!
Woo!
So, it's time for the Friday Banter.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. Today, we are talking about school calendars.
Yeah.
Or school holidays,
Yeah,
should
right.
we say. We're talking about this because we were talking with Jeff's parents the other day, and I said, yeah, in America, we don't have school in June.
What?
And they were both like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then in Japan, it's completely different.
Right.
Right. So we thought that since we have 3 different cultures and backgrounds here, we can speak from experience
Yep.
and kind of compare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we start with Japan?
Okay. All right, Japan.
So we don't really know. Our oldest child will be in elementary school next year.
Right.
And next year means the beginning of the school year.
Right.
Usually April.
April
1st, right? If it's a weekday.
Yep.
So that was hard. That's kind of weird to adjust to for us.
Yeah, right, that's backwards.
Yeah.
That's completely backwards to Canada and America.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So if we're not mistaken, school year starts in April.
Yep.
And then Japan has many national holidays.
Sure.
Like every month.
Yeah.
But I think the next big break is maybe a month later.
Okay.
Obon.
Okay.
Wait, no, not Obon. Golden Week.
Yes.
Yeah. So Golden Week, there's like a week.
Yeah, maybe.
I would say. Yeah. From like the 29th of April. And then there's a week there. And then the next one is Obon.
Which is part of summer holiday.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
So summer holiday in Japan is, I believe, about a month and a half. Maybe like 40 days or something.
End of July to the end of August.
End of August or like beginning of September. And then in September, we also have like Silver Week.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Silver Week.
But I don't think that's a week. I think it's just national holidays 2 weeks in a row.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then we have winter break.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is, I think, about 2 weeks.
That might also be called the New Year's holiday.
Yeah,
right.
the New Year's holiday.
Yeah.
And then we're back to April again.
Yeah, right.
So that's Japan.
Okay.
And fiscal years in Japan.
Okay.
Is it just Japan? A lot of fiscal years start in April.
Sure.
As well.
Yes.
So the new year starts in financial year. When I say fiscal year, I mean financial year.
That traditional Japanese calendar where spring is new.
Yeah.
Right? Spring
Sakura
is the rebirth
new.
of something, so things start then.
And cherry blossoms and things. Okay. So in Canada, can you break down the school year in Canada?
Sure.
From your experience. Maybe it's different now?
That's right. I'm sure it's changed a little bit. But we would start the school year in September.
Okay.
And then we would have a short winter break.
Okay.
Maybe about 2 weeks. So just before Christmas to just after New Year's.
Okay.
And in my area, we had something called March break.
Yeah.
It was a week off in March.
And
then school would continue until about the end of June. And then we would have, the school year would end, and we would have summer vacation.
For how many
about
months?
2 weeks. 2 months.
2 months.
About a little bit more than 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one major glaring difference that I see in Japan, summer vacation is in the school year.
Yeah, right.
In Canada and America, summer vacation is not in the school year.
Yeah, it separates your previous grade, your previous year, and your next year.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Well, in America, right, when I was growing up, I went to school in Hawaii. But, so our school year would also start either at the very end of August. Like, for some reason in my head, I've got like August 28th as like a common...
Okay, yeah. I have those common days too.
Yeah, but like end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah.
And then we go till, the end of the year. Basically, well, we've got Thanksgiving, right? Kind of the holidays, as we call them. Holidays kind of start end of November and go through New Year's.
Right.
But we have school.
American Thanksgiving.
Oh, sorry.
Just to clarify.
Yes, right. American Thanksgiving. When is Canadian Thanksgiving?
It's a little earlier. It's
in October.
It's in October.
Yeah. So in America, it's in the end of November.
Yes.
So we hook it onto the holidays.
I don't know how you made that mistake. Like, guys.
Don't blame me, blame America. So yeah, and then our winter break when I was in school would be a month, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I clearly remember this because we used to do, even when I was in university, we would do like 1 month winter internships.
Yeah.
Or like we would get a 1 month part-time job.
Well,
So
I
that
was gonna like when we were chatting here, I was actually thinking about grade school.
Oh, okay.
University is different.
Oh, okay.
And so maybe I'll bring that up later. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if you actually, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we would have the New Year's break, or we would call it winter break for 1 month. And we would start up again like around January 15th, 10th to 15th. And then we would also have a March break for a week, but we would call it spring break.
Spring break!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That as a Canadian, I was always curious about, like, we'd see on TV, we would get a lot of American TV, and we'd always hear that word, and we're like, what is this? How come we don't have that? We have March break? It doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah, spring break is a time for, in university, maybe not in high school and like lower, but in university and above, it's kind of time to like let loose, get crazy, have fun, right? And just forget about school for a week.
Because you were never having fun, right?
And then we finish school in May. So I would say I have never been in school in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
So my graduation was on May 26th.
Okay.
My high school graduation. My university graduation was probably around the 25th or 26th as well.
Okay.
We never have school in June. And then in America, we have 3 months for summer break.
Yeah.
So June, July, and then August, like basically all of August. We start at the end of August.
Wow.
And then a new school year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, I mean, like looking at it, it's a bit weird, right? Like,
Yeah.
Why did we cut up the school year like that?
Yeah.
Why do we have such a long summer holiday?
Yeah.
And like, it was kind of like a joke, or, you know, you forget everything. You finish your school year, and then you got like 2 or 3 months off, and everything just disappears because you're playing every day.
Yeah. What's interesting is when I was in elementary school, so I came to study abroad.
Ooh, yeah.
Or I didn't do an exchange program because I didn't actually change with anybody, but I came to visit my friends, my parents' friends. They lived in Nagano. And so I was able to experience going to a Japanese elementary school.
That's really cool.
When I was in 5th grade. Yeah. Because they're not in summer break, and I was in summer break.
Yeah.
So I could stay a month after my break started. I stayed home for a month and did stuff. And then at the end of June or beginning of July, I came to Japan and I went to Japanese elementary school for maybe a month or a month and a half.
Wow.
And I could only do that because the school years were different.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I was your age, that age, I probably would have been like, I don't want to go to more school.
Yeah.
But now I can see how cool that would be, how valuable that would be to experience school in another culture.
Yeah, it was very cool. I wonder, like, in Canada, so you have 2 or 3 months off. Yeah. You're in between school years. Yeah. Do you guys have summer school, or do people get summer jobs, or how do you spend your summers?
Well, I think it's a little bit different for everybody.
Okay.
The family situation. Summer school was for students who didn't do well with the previous year's curriculum.
Was it mandatory?
For some students, it was mandatory.
Wow.
Yes. It was either like maybe you would be held back a grade, or if you went to summer school, you could continue on to the next grade.
Yikes. Okay.
Yes.
And your parents had to pay for summer school, or it was part of the program?
Guys, come on. I didn't go to summer school.
I didn't mean you.
I was a good student.
I meant the universal U.
The U. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No. As far as I know, in my area, school was not something we paid for directly. It was through our taxes.
I see.
So there was no additional fee for summer school.
I see.
Yes.
I also never went to summer school.
Because?
Well, because I don't know if I was a good student, but I never went to summer school.
Yeah.
I spent my entire 3 months of summer playing and dominating in golf.
Right. Right. So golf every day.
Golf every day.
Yeah.
I had like 5 or 6 tournaments lined up across America
Yeah.
in the summer. So it was like really time for me to focus on my golf game every single day.
No, I bet that experience is a little different than other people.
Yeah.
Because like my parents, well, my dad worked. He didn't have summer holiday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My mom was a teacher. So she did have a summer break. So
that lined up with yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So staying at home with my mom during the summer was pretty simple. But for other families where mom and dad were working, they had to find some other like something to do with the kids.
So like summer camp. Maybe people would go to summer camp.
Or some type of daily activity that wasn't summer school.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But my dad was an entrepreneur, and he was like a property owner. So he didn't have to go to an office or things like that. So he could solely focus on being my golf coach and my brother's golf coach. And of course, like when duty called, he would have to go and deal with things. And we would actually, in our summers, we would spend the morning working on renovating or fixing or doing something at the apartment building that we
labor,
had.
Right? Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, we would go and play 18 holes. It was kind of like that's what we did all summer, unless we were traveling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would maybe like earlier in the morning run out of my house to my neighbors, the other kids, and we would play all day.
Okay.
That was my summer vacation.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm kind of excited to see what my daughters will go through in Japan.
Yep.
And we'll have to adjust
Yes.
to their school year as well.
Yes.
But let us know what your experience is. You know, I talked about Japan's summer calendar, school calendar now, but it might have been different when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Let us know how you spent your summers.
Yeah.
Like, I think Japan, we said 40 days.
Yeah.
So what did you do for summer? Are there summer camps or summer activities?
Summer research projects.
Oh, yeah. Summer research projects, part-time jobs.
Part-time jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay.
Okay, have
Thanks,
a great
guys.
weekend.
All right, see you. Bye.